Hey everyone, it's Hayley, Vice President of ICSA.
Hey, it's Tiffany, treasurer.
Hi, I'm Ajay, Events Coordinator, and today joining us our very special guest.
I am Ashriya.
And let's get ready to go
Down Bacchanal Boulevard.
Are you ready for Bacchanal, 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 Bacchanal?
So, let me just get straight into it, Talia. You see that childhood struggles?
Wait, what's the topic of today's discussion? What's the name of today's
you
episode?
want to
right.
start so? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to this is the major Trinis in the club. So we decided to do our little episode with the Trinis and how we surviving in Orlando. And I come up with the amazing name of Trinis in the wild. Because this is not our natural environment.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone, episode 3, Trinis in the Wild.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're just going straight into why we are the way we are. Because we get called by we full government name and get lashed with our belt for, I don't know. What you get lashed with our belt for? What's your funniest story?
Nah, my parents' favorites. One was the dabbler.
Oh,
Dabbler, yeah. Dabbler, and then my mother used to say, go bring a belt. Go bring a belt.
It don't matter which one, just bring one.
And it would be me hitting myself with the belts in my room.
and they're making you choose your own torture weapon, huh?
That is wickedness in its finest form, boy.
Pot spoon,
No,
belt.
but I had to hear the story behind it though.
What?
What you think is the worst beating you get and what you do to get
Oh, I
it?
remember. The worst beating I ever get was the last time I got beat.
The last time.
The last time I was in, at that time I was in secondary school already, and this was the last time. So like,
How
I
old
feel
were
like
you?
probably 16. That's not too long ago. That's not long enough, right? And let me tell you all what happened. I overslept my alarm, right? And my mother came and wake me up in my room, right? And she's like, "All right, Ajay, you need to go to school and whatever. Go and get ready." And I just ignored her.
Oh, Lord.
No, not on spite. I didn't ignore her on spite.
Bravery.
No, I ended up falling back asleep, and she came back, right? And she saw me, and this woman, I kid you not.
Across for a second. You know that moment when your mother wake you up and you leave and you hear she come back and you just gotta jump up. You jump up and you sit down. I was waking all the time.
What do you mean I was up?
No, I think it's infuriating. I didn't even do that. I was just all cool, and she came back in the room, and I like sleeping. So when she came back, she just left the room quietly, went to my sister's room, got a rack, came back to my room, started beating me on my bed, right? So all the licks I get now, I started to cry.
Side question. Did the rack break when it was beating you?
It was a metal rack. She was like, I need to get something to hit this big boy.
Nah, that's us going, in sync had to be the highlight for this episode. It had to be the highlight for this episode. It was a metal rack.
Right. Yeah. So the thing going
Lord.
all over my hands, right? I cried. I was like, "Man, stop," right? And then, yeah, the best part, right? She beats me until like I stop crying, right? And she's like, "Go and get ready and just find your way to school," right?
She'll leave you?
Yeah. I had to take the maxi, right? So I in school now, and here the best part about all of this. I used to sit right in front of the teachers in school, right? And
Oh, you was one of them?
yeah, yeah, I'm one of them, right? So right in front of the teachers, so sad for anybody behind me because, I'll be blocking them, but my chemistry teacher at the time, he always used to like talk to me and stuff like that. He noticed on my hands, he was seeing black marks like all on my hands and stuff. So he went and he told the guidance counselor at the time, and he was like, "All right, you should go and speak to her after." And I was like, "No, I don't wanna, I'm good, I just fell or whatever." And then the guidance counselor came to me lunchtime and was like, "Hey, could I speak to you, Ajay?" And I was like, no, I'm good. Because I was scared that she would call in my parents and then I'd probably get beaten again. She came to me and she's like, "Oh, did your mother beat you or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I fall, miss." And you could see the rack marks, like the circular marks on my hands and stuff. I was like, no, I could. No, please don't call my parents, because I know, like, if they call my parents, chances are I'll probably get licks again. Yeah, so that was my story.
I had to hit Ashriya one.
Y'all will be very shocked to know, but I never get licks before.
Oh God, you don't tell me.
So what time I use one at Hayley,
Shout out to
We
my
only know what I hear.
parents. But I never
You was
hear
a real
licks
good
before.
child, apparently. I don't remember. I can never remember what I get licks for, but I remember the licks. I can tell you that much. I just remember the worst time I ever got beat was, I don't remember what I do, but I was getting beat. And myself thought it was the best idea to holy belt.
Oh.
So I don't need to explain
sure
how that
you get, I sure you get a, you think you're a big woman. No.
You want something to cry for?
feel
You
you
want something to cry for?
You want something to cry for.
Oh, I
yes.
would never forget that apparently it's not just we Caribbeans as we going through this, because me and Hayley went to comedy night with
Oh, yes.
Marcelo Hernandez.
Last
And he
semester,
started bringing up
yes.
about how he used to like
Pelt with sand and all kind of thing.
me and Hayley sit down next to each other and we just start balling out things like, you want something to cry for? I'll give you something to cry for.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So apparently Hispanics have it hard too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know you're in trouble when you hear your full government name get called.
Yeah. Ajay Arun JD. Oh, God. Oh.
But you
To this
see,
day.
not a
To
root, you know?
this day. I say my mother say that and I just be like, oh,
Oh.
God, I gone collect that.
And it don't ever be gentle, you know. You just hear it in the tone, and they just say it hard for you, your neighbor, and everybody down the street to hear it, you know.
I just be in my room and I go hear that and I'll be like, oh God, what I do? What I do? You know what the first thing you gotta do? Go and hide your phone, go and hide your computer, go and hide any electronics, because you know it get taken away from you.
Oh no, you losing every privilege besides breathing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it what else I used to get taken away? I used to get taken away like my DSI and my phone. I used to leave my phone outside in the living room.
For me, what she used to punish me with, boy, she used to take away my. Well, I mean, I was on lockdown like all my life until like
Right.
probably I move up here.
Mm-hmm.
So like I only used to have my phones on weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be that, and then I had a PlayStation. She was like, no PlayStation this weekend.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was a good child.
And me too.
I
don't
never
know
used to do
horror stories
nothing.
Like this. No.
I was well behaved, dog.
We had fun and we tried.
You gotta live life.
No, they're just miserable. That's all.
Hey, listen, my parents tell me I was a real good child until my sister come.
Oh.
Your sister is like what?
She's
A
1
year
year
or 2 years
younger
younger
than
than you.
Yes.
He was good for a year.
No, I was good until she started to walk and talk. What was it?
Oh.
Okay, so you had about 3 good
I
years
had a
and then
good
everything
3
went
years.
downhill from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
I think the worst childhood story I ever heard, like, you know, when you going to spend night by your grandparents and then you lie down and they start telling you about how when you was a baby.
Oh God.
I think the worst story I got told was my mom say I went and watered she fake plant with juice until she got our water in the
Juice?
plant.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think she said that was probably like the worst thing I do.
Nah, I have something to beat that earlier. So I was 2 years old and my whole family trying to get me baptized earlier.
Baptized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got baptized a little later in life, 2 years old, right? So my mom picked me out this nice, pretty little white dress. Well, my grandmother's a seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she do it on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched my grandma growing up and I was like, wait boy, I want to do that too. Your girl pick up a pair of scissors and cut up she baptism dress.
Oh my.
Oh,
my
no.
God, not the white dress.
And
So
you did not get beat?
I was 2.
Oh. And you did not get beat?
No, but that's not the end of the story though. Because after I cut up the white dress, my mother went back and buy my next white dress.
And you cut up.
And I cut it up again. I cut up the second white dress. And after that, my mother say, that is it. We fixing this dress, otherwise that is it. You're not getting an next dress after that. I was 2 earlier. I didn't know any better. I see.
Sound like you really needed that baptism.
I taken after my grandma footsteps, you know. You know, she's a seamstress.
Yeah.
She cuts in clothes. She's sewing this, she's sewing that one. You know
Well,
how to
why
sew.
you
I
got-
just know how to cut.
Yeah, well, why I had to cut it? 'Cause I used to sew little dolly dresses. You
I
gonna
was
cut
too.
it off your dress.
I was 2. The only thing I knew how to work was scissors back then. You think I could have gone and take a needle and thread and go and start stitching? No.
Oh my
You know what? If that's what you do with scissors, I don't want to know what you're gonna do with the needle and thread.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no. Well, that's not the only thing I do with scissors, though. Anybody else had that time in their life where they decide as
Chop
a
off your
child
hair?
to give yourself a haircut?
Oh,
Oh
haircut,
my gosh,
yeah.
no, not myself,
Yeah.
but I had my Barbies, like my Barbie dolls.
Oh,
The first
Lord.
time I ever went to the hairdresser and I got layers, I was probably like 7 or 8 or something. And I got layers and I see how they're chopping it, right? Like this, like, is it go down like this kind of thing? And I was like, oh, let me do it to my Barbie dolls, it'll grow back, right? Like, it'll
grow
grow back, like, it'll be okay. So I done real chopping it up, you know, real giving them a real layer gradient thing. And my mother watched it and she's like, where all the hair go? Why do you have hair everywhere? I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
Bobby.
I was a hairdresser now. I don't know. It never grow back, by the way.
Really?
Never, it didn't grow back.
Really?
You sure?
No, so sad.
Nah, dog, because at Tree, the only thing that was on TV at the time was Dora, and your girl gave herself Dora
Oh my
bangs.
God.
Oh no.
And my mother just find me, and she was like, child.
Oh
She didn't know what to do at that point. My hair was going like this.
Oh no.
You get zog. You get zog.
I zog up myself. That's, yeah.
Trini wait for the day. Zog.
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 You get zog.
Get zog up.
Yeah.
I feel I don't know what other childhood stories I have. I remember I had a time that I had to go get an injection, and my dad also had to get an injection, and apparently the doctor injected me and I started laughing,
Aw.
and
Good.
then my father went and get it and he bawled.
What?
Aw.
So everybody was a little concerned because I was still laughing.
That's jokey. And I'm not scared of needles or anything like
Yeah,
that.
me
Well, not
neither.
anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't like to take blood. Like, I don't mind getting, like, I have piercings and thing. I don't mind getting a shot. Basically, when it come to take blood, I just feel like I feel feeling the blood leaving me. And that is weird mouth.
No, I just have the opposite thing when I get in a shot. I just feel everything enter in my system. I don't like it. I really don't.
I mean, yeah, I just feel it, but it is be not that long. It's be like as soon as it like thing, when it's done, I don't feel it anymore. I just feel the pain. But like with the blood thing, I just feel the constant flow of the blood coming out my
You feel
arm.
the blood
And the
leaving
thing is,
your
I was
body.
probably like, I only get one blood test in my entire life. I was probably
Really?
like 11.
What?
I never get a blood test.
I
So
was-
I might be dying. I
No.
wouldn't know. I never get a blood
I was
test in
probably
my life.
like 11 or something. Everybody thought I was dying. They thought I had dengue at the time. I bore along the entire hospital till a doctor from the other side of the hospital come over and had to do it for me because
Oh, gosh.
I was just balling on the place. And up to this day, I will still remember how it feel that blood leaving my system. That's how traumatized I was.
I have a Trini story about blood leaving my system too.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
God.
there I was, primary school at this time, and I was in the Red Cross in this Montrose, shout out Montrose Village, right? And at that time I was in the Red Cross, and this lunchtime they were teaching us how to like do a sling out of like the triangle bandage or whatever, right? So I was rushing because I wanted to run outside and play with my friends. So I finished the sling quickly, right? Then I went to the parlor, bought a LLB, very specific to the story, and I'll tell you all why in a second. And I was running to go meet my friends outside, where all of them were playing. Except I was a bit clumsy growing up, and I was running in the car park where all the teachers' cars were parked, and they had like rocks on the ground, and I was like running. I slipped on a rock
Oh, my
and fell
God.
head first on a rock, right?
Oh, my God.
So I still have a bump in my head where it is. But like I fall, I hit the ground, and like I knock out.
Get killed, Kitty.
Like yeah,
You killed it.
I killed Kitty, right? And like for about 3 seconds, I think I was like out, and then I woke up, right? I'm looking, and I like face down on the ground, looking up now, and I see like liquid spilling, right?
Oh my gosh.
I see liquid spilling, so I was like, oh, that's the LLB.
Oh, my
And then
God.
and then I raised my gaze a little bit, and the LLB is like maybe a few feet away from me. I was like, oh my God, that's not the LLB. That was my head bleeding.
Something worse.
And here was the best part of the story is, what did Ajay do who was in Red Cross? He decided to get up and run towards the Red Cross. My teacher at the time was the Red Cross coordinator. And what happens when you run and you have an open wound? Blood starts to shoot out. So I ran into the classroom, and my teacher was just like blood
Yeah.
pouring out of my head, like all on my white Red Cross shit. It was kind
The
of
funniest thing is I use wearing a red cross.
yeah. It was like, and I have pictures too on my head, like all stitched up and stuff. Yeah, I had to go and get stitches for that.
That remind me of the time I had a crush on a boy. So,
I like the transition
Hear about.
you have there.
It was primary school, I had a crush on a boy. And your girl was trying to be a tomboy, you know, and that was impressive at primary school age. So I go and play in Sky.
Sky.
No, we wasn't playing Sky. Well, I don't know. We was playing Scooch after that. All I know is I was playing with them, or I wasn't playing with them, and I received a chubby bottle full of water directly on my mouth. I bust my lip. That hurt. It had at that time I was playing Sky and I tried to catch the ball and it bent back my finger so bad that I sprained my finger. But yeah, nothing ever happened with that boy. So I hurt up myself for no reason.
You know, that reminds me of a story too. I don't know why everyone used to bust their head in primary school. Frankly, I think half the people in my class bust their head in primary school. But yeah, I was 6 and it had, because I went St. Peter's private primary, that is our school in what was known as Petratrin.
Right.
So
Shout out Petratrin.
Shout out Petratrin. But it's not Petratrin anymore, but
What is this?
Heritage and Paria, and we're not shouting
Oh,
out.
no, we're
Shout
shouting
out
out
nothing.
to the past.
We shouting out Petratrin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in one of the little play areas, it had a sandbox with no sand in it. Why? I don't know.
So it's not a sandbox. It's just a box.
Well, it looked like it had sand in the corners, but it just had nothing in it.
Okay.
Inside, the whole thing was concrete and brick. You could see where I'm going with this. So we used to play like shark, crocodile, whatever you used to call it, right? So everyone stand up on the edge. Now, mind you, this thing raised off the floor. And it right next to a drain, and then right next to some more concrete and grass. So if you fall off of here, you busting your head either way, right? So we playing, we running all over the place. You know, Shark tried to stay away out of the middle of the box that is not a sandbox because I had no sand. And this fella fall over, bust his head, bust his knee, end up in the main office to get stitches and bandages. And I felt so bad because I was the one who suggested to play the game in the first place. So yeah, I feel so bad. I went to go and sit down with him in the office because I was like, it's my fault. You mash up because it is my fault. Like, I feel so bad. I didn't know what to do at that point. It was just it had blood all over his shirt and I was feeling so bad.
Oh, you know, I was gonna say we had to do in this podcast. Shout out to we high schools because all we always
Everybody with the school rings.
everybody with
today.
the school rings.
Shout out all the schools. Go ahead.
Shout out to I had to watch my rings to see the good
Yeah,
luck.
watch your ring.
Shout out to Bishops East.
Nap
Shout out.
skills.
Sags.
Shout out to Vishnu Boys, Hindu College.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are your living examples that life is not going to end up the way you think you're gonna end up when you're in Form 5 and 6.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
I think
That wasn't where I was going
It
with it.
gets a lot better.
I think
I
it-
get better. I think it
no.
gets better.
Not me
But
and
shout
my
out
engineering
Sags.
major. Sorry.
Shout out Sags.
I would say use us as your living examples to come up here and pursue your
Yeah.
dreams and like
Yes.
not have to deal with Trinidad. I mean, no, Trinidad is amazing, but vacation.
Yeah, for vacation and stuff. but
Vacation. Yeah.
all of us up here now and like repping the school rings still. I feel like
I don't
it's so
take it
cool.
off, you know.
Oh, I just take it off.
I pay too much for this.
I understand.
No real.
Sorry, mine is silver.
I have like my earrings.
I think
Yeah, I
I-
guess silver. I know me.
Yeah.
Dog,
Nah.
because I got my school ring after Form 5. Dog,
Me too, yeah.
last year, I lost my school ring, so that's why I was glad I got silver. No, because, okay, so my dad has a company and he was carrying me to a business meeting because I used to help him with the company. So I say, okay, I had to look big and professional here with my small self. But the problem was we were also carrying, we have a parrot, so we were carrying the parrot to the vet. So now I study and I had to hold this cage with this parrot who's getting motion sick.
Oh.
And we had to reach Cuba, so from Sando. So I hold in this parrot cage to go up the road and I study and well, wait boy, I cannot wear my school ring to go and hold this parrot who might throw up on my hand going up the road.
I sorry, he laughing before you even done the story.
Sorry, continue.
No, it all of this is embellishment. It really had nothing to do with the story, you know. I just find it funny.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, so I study and okay, I cannot wear my school ring to carry this parrot up the road before it, you know, it's a parrot now. So I thought I left it home. In, you know, you always get it in that purple little graduation cap box.
Yes, yeah.
I
Yeah.
still had a box somewhere.
Slav the box as
Yeah,
well.
I have it sitting in my room. It just had no ring in it, apparently, because when I reached back home, it had no ring in it.
Oh no.
So I was so confused. And on the side of my dresser, it had a dustbin. So up to now, I don't know what happened to my ring. I am assuming it fell off the counter and into the dustbin and got thrown away because I cleared that entire dresser and couldn't find it. And I was so heartbroken that my grandma felt so bad for me that for Christmas, when I
She
just
buy
went
a
back
new
home,
ring?
she got my new ring.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
I just get gold because I saw gold gill.
Yeah, me
and
too.
We have all
Nah,
that expedition and thing.
No goal for me as silver all the way.
You're just different.
Yeah, just different.
Yeah.
Nah, dog, I with you, silver.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Nah, as afraid as look like like Sharon. Rest in peace.
Shout out.
No shout out. I'll never forget passing Shiguanas because my sister went Saraswati Girls. So every time my dad would come pick me up and then go to pick up my sister, and we passing Shiguanas there by like right there at the flyover, and you see Sharon outside with like about 10 gold chain, big long gold chain all over his chest and thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to look like that.
Shout out
So-
Shagwana.
Shouting out anything now.
She's a shout out,
You know.
shout out person. She's just shouting out everything.
Shout out everything.
Dog,
Yeah.
I was literally out with Megan today, and we was talking about the differences between driving in Trinidad and driving here. I was literally telling her like, if you could drive in Trinidad, you could drive anywhere.
No, really.
Because this girl, we going and she parking up she car, and the parking like real narrow. So she pull in at real space on my side, no space on she side. Went back in, still had no space on she side. So I was like, yeah, you want to park your car for you? I don't have a license and thing, but like I can help you out with this. She's like, if you want. So I just get her, hop in the car, pack up the car, went my way. But I was like, this is evidence that if you could drive in Trinidad, you could drive anywhere. It don't matter. And it was the other side too. So, you know, we just drive on the
Left-hand side, yeah.
left-hand side of the road. Yeah, you just drive on the right-hand side of the road. And the steering and everything on the other side. The only thing I just get mixed up with is I just put on the
Indicator,
the indicator,
for the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Understand.
if you could drive in Trinidad, you could drive anywhere. You just be dodging pothole, you could dodge cars. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody did see that meme where in the US you're driving in a straight line, you're sober. You're driving all over the place, you're drunk. But in Trinidad, if you're driving all over the place, you're sober. But if you're driving straight, you're going down in every single pothole and you had to be drunk.
Yeah.
Be drunk.
It like me and Hayley was saying, I think we said this in the last episode you wasn't here, we was talking about how hard it is to go back home because when you had to drive, when you go back now, you had to reel in all the potholes because they have new ones popping up.
They
Yes.
fill
So
all
you
the
don't
ones
know.
you know.
Oh
Wassa
my
go on and dig up
gosh.
about 20 more on your
Wassa.
streets. Shout out
Shout out
Wassa. Shout out Wassa.
I think we talked about
You
that
know,
last time.
you know who I want to shout out?
Who?
TN Tech. Because let me tell you something about TN Tech, right?
What wrong with
I am
you?
so glad to be in America where current don't go every other
That's
night.
true.
Wow, okay,
Because
okay.
That's true.
I can't even sit down and watch a little movie in peace, come back from school, stressing out myself, going in my AC, put on my AC, next minute, everything is shut down.
But
I in the
dog,
pitch black.
I feel
that's
like
I
that.
because, that is because you live in the bush. I
I'm
had
not
that
living
problem.
I'm not even living in the bush, dog. That's the craziest thing.
That don't happen in Sando.
Nah, it
You
happened
lie.
in Cunupia a few times.
Yeah.
Nah, but I feel like that's a part of your upbringing, knowing where the candles are,
Knowing where the
the
candles.
pitch oil lamp and stuff.
The kerosene and
yeah,
everything.
the kerosene lamp and stuff to bring out all of that because you know power
My
cut.
biggest thing
Pulling out of
was
the
that
cards.
my
Yeah.
biggest thing was that heat. You see when that
Dog.
heat hit you,
Yeah, boy.
and it's nighttime. Where the hell are you
It's
coming
worse when
from?
it's nighttime. Oh my god.
No,
Gotta
I-
open every window
open
in the
every-
house.
yeah.
No, need
No
that.
blanket,
It's-
nothing.
The best is when it comes without like warning, and then your mother say go and get the bucket and the cup because everybody had a bathe still.
Yeah.
That freezing cold
And the
water.
freezing cold water.
Oh,
right?
You gotta go out by the
Sometimes-
tank and thing to fill up your water.
Yeah, sometimes what my mother used to do, she used to try and boil water on the stove and throw in some into like the big bucket.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
other times too, I feeling hot and stuff. I just bathe with the cold water, and
You just die for the first 5 seconds and then appreciate it for the
Yeah,
rest of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it makes sense.
after that your body cool, you know, you go
Yeah.
and sleep. It's
yeah.
really nice. I think that's our experience. As
It's our
unique-
experience, but
unique
I'm glad I don't have to experience it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel it was good at the time, like, you know, it's so like quiet and thing, pitch black everywhere. But oh gosh, boy, sometimes it is picking the worst times to just
It's make you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
When you
Wait, so in Shoguana's is part power
Yes,
cut and
the
stuff.
power is cut and Shogunas. Yes,
True.
the years had a transformer explode. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like gunshots and then, okay.
it's always
It'll last long, though.
yes, always think
There's
it's a gunshot first.
Yeah.
Dog, that remind me. I just remember I hanging out with my mom in her room and I hear something going off. You just hear bang. She said, "Girl, that is a transformer blow up, right?" And I just playing the fool as I so often do. And I jump off her bed and I just drop on the floor. I was like, "No, get down. It's a gunshot." You know, the day after we actually find out it was a gunshot. And I was like, "You see?"
You know what's the scariest thing for me? Duality time. You never know if it's bamboo
bamboo
busting
busting.
or somebody shits it down the
Yes.
place. Especially like people like me who are apparently living in the bush. Because it have bamboo right around me. So me, I know a bamboo busting. If somebody tried to shoot up a house, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's even just a car on the road passing over the hump on the road. It's really making us
Going
laugh.
on in
Our
a
car
bottle.
backfire and thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bang.
Lord.
Can't go nobody home. Bang, get hit with hard.
Hera, we talking about these gunshot stories, like if it's our big joke and people in America out there scared.
Yeah.
No, because Trinis, at this point, we become desensitized to stupidness like this, you know.
I was
Yeah.
showing Hayley a video yesterday
I don't know.
about a man, like he was getting
Oh.
beat, and the man, he was like on top of a truck, like on top, like
Oh, he
wow.
jumped.
Yeah.
He jumped on Maxi or
Yes,
something.
yeah, he jumped from
Yeah.
the truck onto the top of a maxi and
And
tell the
the
maxi man drive.
No, the Maxi was driving and he went and he
Yeah,
jumped. It
yeah.
was like something out of a
He was
Fast
like,
and
"Keep
Furious
driving,
movie.
drive.
And
And
the,
the man was like, what?
and the fella running him down with a metal pipe.
Oh my goodness.
Trinidad is not a real place, y'all.
It can't be. It can't be.
Hey, that account was so funny. Like how Trinidad is not a
Yeah,
real
that
place.
one.
I get
Yeah.
post up on that thing a good couple of times.
Really?
to
You
make
get
you
post
little-
up?
Yeah, my TikTok something went viral over.
Dog, you know she
quarantine.
was famous in Trinidad earlier.
I don't know. I had like a friend group and we was kind of popular during quarantine and thing. It was real funny because like I post up on Trinidad is not a real place a couple times, and then I come up here and I think I was telling you about it, and it was Varun was
Wow.
like, oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
you from your
yeah.
lives. I was like, you had to be joking.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm still well known, guys.
Yeah, you still have it.
I was popular at that time too.
Oh, okay.
At that time.
Well, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I was popular. There was a Ministry of Health wanted to do a poster. Did you wash your hands?
Yes.
And I was on it.
He's a little
Oh, I thought you was going to talk about the other story,
What? Sorry.
the one where you get trip and fall.
What? Sorry.
You don't know what I'm talking about, dog?
I was there for that
I
one.
trip and
I think
fall?
so. Like, it was you or it was Vishal. I think it was Vishal.
What?
It had like a trend going around with people.
All right.
was
So
like,
Oh,
ju-
right.
yeah,
let me get you all the story about my cousin, right? So it had this trend now that there would be two people standing on each side and one person in the middle, right? And they would take turns. It would be the people on the outside jump, and then the person in the middle jump. But when the person in the middle jump, the two people on the outside would kick their legs and they would fall, right? And that was a trend going around. I don't know. I think
Trinidad is not a
they
real
had
place.
nothing better to do at the
Yeah.
time, right?
They had a lot of free time.
So
Lots of
he
time.
fell. He fell, right? And someone recorded that and posted it. And some angry lady posted back like, "Look at these fools, how they..." And I think it made news
always
as
a
well.
fancy,
Yeah,
It
Okay,
did
no,
make
but
news.
like we just talk about how it's always a Facebook tanty that had to do
yeah.
that.
It was
Oh,
a
no,
It's
Facebook
always,
tanty.
it's always a
always.
Facebook tanty. Well, like, I can't handle Facebook tanties, and I know
Nah,
my
that's
mother
why
might be
I
one of
just
them, but
don't be on Facebook.
No, you know where you just find all of them? Oh, you remember the rundown on CNC3?
Yes.
Oh,
You
Lord.
just find
yeah.
all of them in the comment section for what's your Magnum meme Monday.
I don't know.
No?
I don't be
What,
watching
what
them.
you mean, man?
What you mean,
What you
yeah.
mean, yeah.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
always be
Yeah.
commenting some stupidness in the
Yeah.
comments. Always, I don't know, I can't remember what's the other one they used to talk about.
I
They
forgot.
had another one.
Yeah,
It-
What you
something
know
else,
and
yeah.
what you meme and what you know.
no,
What
no,
you-
no.
what you-
What you know is something
That's something
different.
else.
What you know is like that should
You know
be
who
funny.
we have to talk about? The king, the man, the myth, the legend, Ian Allen.
Yeah,
No. You could
Nah,
never
that
get
he-
me to talk about Ian Allen. I find that man ridiculous.
I love
I'm
that.
I
sorry.
watch
Yeah,
the
but
podcast.
it's
I'm
like-
sorry.
it's like
I
he's
find
so
him crazy.
ridiculous.
It's
but
iconic because of
he
ridiculous.
yes, exactly. He's just iconic. The way
He's
how he just talk and
iconic.
move and
He showed up
He's
in my
a
sports
king.
day and all kind of thing.
You know who
Oh
is
my gosh.
iconic? Princess Margaret.
Oh,
Princess
she too.
Margaret.
Ah, yes, they build the highway between
Stop it here, stop it here.
bleep.
Yeah.
We bleeping at it.
No, I say since I, live in Shogunas, we used to
Ah,
pass
yes.
and Ian Allen. There's his setup right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it used to be the best moment of my life when I pass and I see
Yes,
him
you
walking
know.
there. One time I went to a restaurant with my family in Shogunas as well, and we sit down, and it was just in the restaurant. It was just us and another table. Another party was there. And we hearing them saying they're waiting for somebody, right? So we was like, okay, like, you're talking loud. So we hearing like, all right, whatever. Guess who walked in with the white shoes and the white glasses?
The white
And the
glasses.
Hawaiian-
So
and
with
the
the
Hawaiian
glasses.
shirts.
Him. And he saying, good evening. He walking, he's talking to everybody. I couldn't talk. I was so like,
You were starstruck.
I was so starstruck.
Yeah, Alan, how do you starstruck?
Yes, and I wanted to go. I was like, oh gosh, let me go ask some picture. My mother was like, don't do that. Don't embarrass me like that.
Your mother right for that, I
No.
just say it.
Yeah.
But you just say that, and all I'm thinking about is how the transition. I had to transition to come here and walk in and say hi everyone. everyone good day instead of saying morning.
Well, yeah.
Nah, I hate. My Trini experience going Vision Boys, the worst thing possible was going to movie tongue Shaguanas, and I in Form 5, and it have these Form 1 children, and they're just disrespectful. And it's me and my mother and my sister, and it's nighttime, man. Morning.
That's like South Park.
You say this is your Trinidad X and your pause, and I was like, wait, we going into that?
No.
We're not going into that.
Wrong episode. Tune in for later date.
Yeah, tune in
Well,
for
boy,
later.
I don't know about that one. Nah. I don't know how
Yeah.
much could take. I don't know how much people could take.
Yeah. But I hated that when I there with my mother and my sister, and they're like, morning. And I was like, oh God, it's just I don't want to see Form 1 children. No disrespect to the Form 1 children, but they're just
No,
be there in
disrespect
masses.
intended.
Yeah,
I will say it. Disrespect intended. Some of their Form 1's mad. I don't know what the hell. Also, I would just like to talk about how this generation look nothing like their age.
yeah.
Because how some of these people looking older than me. I have a little cousin that people would swear she older than me. Don't mind she short.
they force ripen all these children. That's what's going on.
That's serious thing.
You go to Sephora, sorry.
Yeah.
You
No,
go-
you go ahead.
You go to Sephora and you see all the 12-year-olds getting their drunk elephant makeup and thing. And
Drunk
like,
elephant.
You talk
Yes.
about that. I talk
Fran.
about in Trinidad.
No,
when I
that
find out
too,
that
that
Form 1's have
too.
a boyfriend, and I still
Oh,
say
all
I
them.
still hear single talk.
Fight.
Fighting the hard fight.
Nah, dog, that remind me. I was in Form 4. I was in a biology class, right? So we talking about air pollution. So your girl bust out carbon monoxide. Well, I don't know what I do by saying that. My teacher went on a whole rant about them little boys that is being South Park with their pants sagging below their backside.
And they vaping.
And they vaping with a gold chain and their hair looking longer than she. She say she don't have a problem. You do what you want, but when you flipping your hair more than she, then we have a problem. I don't know what sent she on that rant, but
If they hair long and their pants sagging, you know what pants sagging means?
No, what pansaga means?
No, what you know what pants
No.
sagging means?
No.
It's because in prison when your pants sagging, it means you're opening up.
people, nobody notice. I think we need to cut that. I don't say it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought you was just going to say this
No.
as saga boy, but
No, that's what I say. So if the hair long
Is
and
that
the
easy
pants
access? I
sagging.
don't know.
That just literally wasn't me. That's what I've been told my entire life.
Okay,
Wow.
interesting.
And very informative.
editor, cut that.
Yeah, I'll cut that one out. I'll cut that one out for sure. Yeah. We have,
Oh no, I forget what I heard after the
any
first time.
topics you want to talk about in particular?
Let's see.
I mean, I want to talk about Alex on the back of my scooter. I find
Girl,
that
you
was
go
real
right
funny.
ahead. You go right ahead.
But I'm not Trinis in the wild.
Okay,
though.
I sorry. He's at Trini and
To
he's in
be
the wild.
No, but like
To be
we could
fair,
run down like our next.
That
like,
was
Alright,
just
see,
funny.
see less.
Yeah.
I just find
Nah, run your phone story.
Yeah,
run
yeah,
your
yeah,
phone
yeah,
story.
Okay.
We got time for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So every time I go Trinidad, somehow or the other, I always end up in a situation that is like very memorable. And all my friends in Trinidad say it. It's like every time I come down, it's an occasion because somehow Ajay has a story, right?
We can verify that.
Yeah. Somehow I
as
have.
soon as Ajay say, have a story to tell, run.
Yeah. I don't know.
Prepare to
I-
sit down for a couple
You'll be there
hours.
for a few hours.
Yeah, I mean, thank God I like how my life is interesting, but I always have a story somehow. So, the last time I went to Trinidad, we were all going out to the club. Like the usual thing I do with my friends, we meet up first, we go play football, and then we come home, bathe, shower, and then we go to the club, right? And then everybody spends the night at my house. And in the morning, we go get doubles. That's the usual. So this last time I went down to Trinidad, we were trying to do that. But everybody came and nobody brought the football. So we were like,
Scratch it.
well, yeah, scratchy football.
Yeah.
You just go to the club, right? So went to the club, had a good time. We went to Vice, which was amazing. Best club I think I've been in Trinidad.
Still trying to go. I'm still trying to reach.
Yeah. I've never really drank like white oak and puncheon and stuff like that. So
Not the fork.
So oak and coke and you know. So I was drinking and so forth, but I mean I out with all my friends. I having a good time. I not driving, wherever. So I mean I get a little intoxicated, let's say.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. So the last thing I remember was
Just a little. And the last thing I remember was...
just a little, but the last thing I remember was being at the club and just dancing and stuff. And bam, at home like this on the couch in my club clothes from the night before, right? I wake up and I'm looking around. All my friends on the floor, jacket over them, sleeping, no pillow, nothing, right? So I'm like, oh, guys, like, we meet at home and stuff. And they're like, yeah. I was like, cool, right? I mean, it's a big group of friends. So they said, oh, if I enjoy myself. And I was like, yeah, I enjoy myself, right? So then my hands go down, right? And I was like, where's my phone? Right? I just before the trip, I got a brand new phone. Brand new iPhone 15 Pro. Right? I was like, where's my phone, guys? And they were like, I don't know. Right? So I started to panic a little bit. I was like, well, did I leave it in the car? No, it's not in the car. Is it somewhere around here? You'll call it, right? Start panicking now. Oh my God, I just got this phone. Did I leave it at the club? No, I did not leave it at the club. Because they said they saw me with my phone in my pocket before we left the club. They tried to make sure. My friends tried to make sure I had everything before I left. Yeah. So they're like, no, it can't be at the club. So that means we lost it at some point when we left the club in the car to when we reached home in the night. Now, my friends were like, we gave you a garbage bag in case you wanted to throw up in the car. Oof. Just a little bit intoxicated, nothing too crazy. So they gave me a plastic bag, a giant garbage bag. And they were like, you use that if you need to. I didn't throw up in it. But they did say when they reached home, they felt something heavy in the bag and they threw it on the lawn. Right? So I was like, okay, well, it must be in the bag. Let's go outside and look for the bag. Bag is nowhere to be found. I started to panic again. And I just got the iPhone, so I only had one friend at that time who had to find my iPhone. Right?
Story for another time.
Oh, gosh.
So I call the person and they say, oh, I see the location over here, which wasn't far from where I was living. It was actually right outside the community. But the place it was at the communal garbage can. So I was like, oh my God, it's in the garbage. So I tell my friends, come on, let's go to the garbage, right? Let's see if we could find it.
That's some real true friends. I hope you buy them a bottle after that.
I buy them a bottle the night before. It's fine. Right? So we go there now and we look in the garbage. And then I was like, all right, guys, start from our side. And we start massacring these bags of garbage. Like digging in the garbage.
Right. Like, I feel sorry for that garbage, man. I know.
Hold on, we're reaching that point. So we digging in this garbage now, and my friend's like, man, you destroying that garbage. Right? You digging in that garbage. So we all tearing up these garbage bags and everything.
You can imagine somebody passing by once in a while.
Yeah. So, and we on the main road, right? This is on the main road. So we dig in this garbage. And I'm sure those people must say, well, what are these fellas doing here, boy? Like a bunch of dogs, you know? So we digging in the garbage. And my friends is like, at one point, they all came and they hugged me. And they're like, all right, Ajay. It's just gone. That's it. It's just gone at this point. So I was like, I started getting depressed. I was like, oh my God, I just got this phone. I just got this phone, like right before the trip. And I was like, well, let's think a little bit before I call my father. Because I was scared to tell my dad. I was like, oh my God, I lost my phone, right? So we were like, okay, so we know the phone was in the bag before we threw it on the lawn. They threw it on the lawn. I was out. They threw it on the lawn. And from there, it had to reach somewhere in the garbage. So maybe we could ask whoever takes out the garbage. So I call my dad, and he's like, oh, there's a guy who takes out the garbage. Here's his number. Give him a call. So we're like, all right, let's call. We call this man, right? I'll demonstrate for you all. This is me. Hello, good day. Is this wherever his name is? He says, yeah. I was like, oh, this is Achiri's son. Last night, I was out and drinking and so forth, and we had I lost my phone, but we think it was in a bag on the lawn this morning. And he was like, yeah. And he says, and I say, well, did you happen to see the bag on the lawn? Did you happen to see it? And he was like, yeah. So I said, did you take it out? Like, did you see the bag and did you take it out to the garbage? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, y'all. This is the actual conversation we had. And then I was like, so did you see the phone in the bag? And he was like, yeah, I saw it. So I said, well, do you have it?
Yeah.
Do you have the phone? He said, yeah, I have the phone. So the next question is, well, could I have it back? He said, yeah, I'll come and bring it back for you, whatever, right? So I was like, oh my God, thank God, we find the phone, whatever. So we're waiting for this man to come back now. He comes back, he gives me the phone, and I gave him $100 because he's a garbage man, and the $100 wasn't for the return of the phone. The $100 was for me digging up all of the garbage out of the front of the community. I was like, thank you so much for the phone, but sorry boss,
about
this is $100. I hope you fix up with that garbage there because we kind of massacred everything. When we were done, it had garbage flying all over, and it was terrible. Terrible. So yeah,
bad.
This is
was the
just
story.
one of his
Several.
stories. I feel like we need to have an episode just called Ajay Stories. And like you
Stories.
just sit down and then just talk.
You could do this podcast by yourself.
Yeah,
but we
probably.
say that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, you just need the audience reaction. That's what we here for.
Yeah.
The audience reaction.
Any live audience, like a laugh track, the ooh.
That's you all.
Yeah, that's what we there for.
Yeah. So every time I go to Trinidad, so that was my last story. Can't wait to see what happens next time.
Well, I think it's time that we learn a little bit more about Trinidad. Well, the audience learn a little more about Trinidad while we have some fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yes. So I specifically asked my mom to bring this up for me. So I actually have a board game from Trinidad. It's called Trinidad. For any of you that knows the game Taboo, it's pretty much just like that, except with Trinidadian words. I mean, it has more to the game, but I've never actually played the game properly
neither.
because it gets confusing after a while. So, how are we doing this?
I don't know. You tell me.
We do some teams.
We gotta do teams, yeah, exactly. So, how are we splitting it up?
Alright. Okay. However.
Bet.
That was good.
Yeah, that's do it so far.
Right.
Okay, so how will they want to play this exactly? Because
I don't know. I don't know how to play the game.
So,
Listen, I might embarrass Trinidad a little bit there because half of them things I really don't know.
I feel me too.
No.
no, because it's
And
just
you grew up in the bush? What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
no, because really it's
we
just
hating on bush people that we educated.
You make it
Yeah,
out.
so you're
You make it out the
educated,
bush.
I talk more common sense educated.
Straight out the bush.
Hey,
we never say no.
when-
we never say you're not educated. We just say you're in the
Listen,
bush is a
all I
geographical statement.
when modern medicine fails, bush medicine is where it's at.
Shout out Trevor.
Shout out Trevor.
Shout out my grandmother.
No, your grandmother in the bush.
Listen, that's true. I could be how sick. I rather die than drink bush medicine.
Bush medicine. You rather die than drink bush
Yes.
medicine. But you now say shout out bush
Listen,
medicine.
I put it into the rule.
Okay.
Okay, how we doing this?
Alright,
you
so
do not cast.
We gotta hold these cards.
Yeah, well, I just kind of try and split the deck in
So,
half.
okay, so I see it
Oh,
have a
well,
black
that's
side
fine,
and a
I'll
red
take
side.
Yeah, it have a timer. It don't really matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because the way I end up playing it with my friends is just honestly just whoever can guess the
Guess
most
it
right.
first. Okay.
So honestly,
honestly,
yeah, that's what the game. It's like a mix of taboo, charades, and Pictionary and all kind of thing. But I feel like after some point, it just gonna get confusing.
Right.
So I just play it taboo style. So trying to get easy-ish word. So okay, this one harden. It have no Trini person that don't know what harden means.
Right.
So basically, I don't know if you could see the card, but it has the word in red and then a bunch of words below that you're not allowed to say. So you could use any other word in the dictionary, the Trini dictionary, whatever you want, to get the person to guess what is in red, or on the other side, it's in black. So you have a timer, and you just go in through as many as you possibly can, and whichever team gets most right wins. I don't know how long you
That
all
makes
want
sense.
to do this for.
We
So.
could put a timer.
We could do
you could do how much
a
cards?
10 minutes of this maybe.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could pick cards for all. They could pick cards first. That way we wouldn't have to get the hard ones. And then it would be 5 cards. Whoever gets through it faster.
Yeah.
However,
As if we get that all.
yeah, that's what I forget. That's all.
We can say pass
my
and
God.
then, like, you know.
Let's have some really good ones, boy.
All right, let we decide which
Yeah.
5.
You
for
go ahead,
them.
you go ahead. I trust you.
Trust me.
was
Don't trust you, trust the Lord?
No?
No, but I feel like this one
Yeah,
too
look how-
easy, especially for two of them.
Alright, you pick 3, I'll pick 2. Alright, now pick that one there.
Okay.
Wait. So we picking that for them to guess?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That, I like this one. I like that
Okay.
word.
You know?
So we doing all black.
It's for them to
No, we
figure
could,
out.
Okay.
we could swap it up.
No, we do all black so that
All
you
black?
would understand.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's too easy. Yeah.
That's too easy.
Oh,
Big
you
word,
see that, right?
right? But I don't pick 3,
Yeah.
you pick.
Oh, yeah, that's
Nah.
You pick.
pick one. I don't know.
Nah.
No, we can't do that.
Ooh.
All right.
You pick any?
These two. Yeah, I picked 2, dog. These
Oh, you pick these
too
2?
easy. Yeah.
They can figure that out.
Yeah, you go know that one.
What?
What?
I would know that one. She gonna know that?
That's the question. Yeah,
That's the problem.
No, they don't know that one.
All right, no, this one.
Oh, yeah. That one's so good. That one's so good.
How much are we doing? 5?
All right.
Yeah.
Here's
Which one
your
is this?
5.
Okay.
You're doing the black side.
Okay.
Oh.
You guys doing red?
Right.
Wait, but I thought. Wait, but we know what the answers is, though.
No, because I gave you. We switched.
Oh, okay.
So I'm making her guess what you all picked for us.
Oh, okay.
And I'm making him guess what they pick first.
No, I mean we could swap the.
Oh,
it
well,
could go
5,
one,
and
one,
then
one, one,
the
one.
next
do it
round
again,
you
yeah.
would do
Okay, all right,
with
okay.
me.
You wanna should we do one at a time?
No, yeah,
Like,
we
yeah.
are. We are
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
one at a time.
All
Somebody had to do. I will do the timer for you, and
Okay.
then you do the timer for me,
Okay.
and then like you do her, I'll do him, and then the next round they will do us.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I going first then.
Wait, let me get a timer. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, a stopwatch. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2.
Okay. So it's not food, but something that you consume. It's brown. It's from like you can make it in a concentrate. Matuxas make it.
No, it is.
You pick
Mobby.
it.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I
what it is. Yes. Okay. Not doubles, not Polari, not Baigani. The next one.
How should it back day? Or
Hey,
yeah.
and it's
No, I
us.
didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
You even said the right thing.
No,
so.
you didn't say the right thing.
It's not, but it's one of them fried things.
Yeah. The
Fry
next one.
thing.
You could pass
No,
and
not-
switch.
Baigani. You say
No,
it's
not Baigani, not Polari, not doubles, not Aloo pie. The next one.
You could pass if you want.
Pass it.
Pass.
It's only
Yeah,
taking
and
one
come
time.
back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
When your rels
Kachori.
No. When your rels like sweet talking somebody and your rel buttering up, you kind of be in like a sauce.
That's what I'm trying. What?
That's the next word.
Oh.
Like your rel like buttering up somebody, your rel sweet talking
Big words, big words.
Is that big way? Or
No, it's not. This is a very common.
We should have do
Ashriya.
who could get most in 1 minute
Yeah.
because this will take too long.
I don't know.
So we just say how they didn't get.
Yeah, well,
we reach
just
a minute at 15
Yeah.
and they already get that much.
Ashriya.
She
What
from
was it?
you can tell she from Shiguanas.
What was it?
Boss, you know it's Sahina.
Tahina, yeah.
Dog, you don't know it's Mama Guy.
Mama guy.
All right.
Well,
Somebody
what's-
time we know.
Worst
A
yet if
minute.
I try to get you to guess
Right. So we go.
Wait, how much about the time for?
a minute.
A minute.
Yeah.
Dog, we get one.
Well, only got a minute and 15. I'm
Okay.
saying, just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Get one.
3, 2, 1.
All right. So this is where you could go on vacation, but not in Trinidad.
Vision
And
point.
no, and everybody is referred to it. I is go there to see. No, I can't say see.
What?
Eh,
Lord.
Okay.
Okay.
too bad.
Okay. Stop thinking about that. Okay. So when your mother telling you, you think you could just go and all over the place?
Lime all over the place.
Another word.
Party all over the place.
Another word.
Fat all over the place.
Another word. A bigger word. A bigger word.
Galavan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I don't want to do that. Okay. You're eating roti and stew,
Chicken.
but it hard.
Hard fall.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. You're eating the stew chicken with what?
Roti.
What type?
Bust up shut.
Nice.
The time.
Okay. Time?
Yeah.
All right.
We got
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Hard foul and bust up shut.
Wait.
It was Boca Reef, by the way. That's what I was
Oh,
trying to explain.
okay.
I
That
don't
was
really
that would have been my next guess, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
they
really
had
know
to
how
say was glass bottom boat.
Oh, that's true, no.
Yeah.
I didn't really
All
think
right.
about
So you well then. Yeah,
Alright,
we picked more
they,
cards
yeah,
for
we had
them
to pick
then.
more for them, and
Yeah.
they had to pick more for we. And
So we doing the black or the red?
anyone, we could do red this time.
Okay. Big wood.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Well, good. Maybe they wouldn't.
That's not fair. Like, say they pick hard ones for
That's
me.
not. You don't know what this one
Yeah.
is? That's crazy. Okay.
Oh.
No, I like all of these words though.
Okay.
You know what this is though?
Yeah. I think my problem is I don't know how all of these things spelled.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Describe
Yeah.
that.
Later on that. I find those are good. Yeah. Alright.
All right, are they doing the red side?
Okay.
So that's Ashriya to ask Hayley.
Yeah.
Me to ask you. You see.
Which side we doing?
We doing the
The
black
black
side?
side. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're switching up.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
All right, let me time, Alea.
Wait, hold on.
No pressure. Had a catch up points this time.
We was counting. You got 1,
One
and we got 3.
tree.
Okay. Nice.
So I could say these words at the
No,
bottom.
you can't say
I can't say any
you
of
can't
these
say
words.
any of
Okay.
those words. You gotta use
Yeah.
anything else.
Okay.
Okay. Someone, you ready?
All right. You should go first.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just run it. Just
That's
run
how
it.
we was
Yeah,
going.
that's
All
how we
right,
was
ready?
Wait.
Oh Lord.
I know it, but all the words to describe it is the words underneath it.
Well, that's the point of the
That's
game.
the
boss.
point. Just to try and figure out how to,
Explain it otherwise.
Okay, ready? I find it taking too much time to think about how you're going to do it. Ready? 1,
Come on,
2,
try more.
3.
Okay. It's an animal that is fly.
Scarlet ibis, cocorico, kiskadee, hummingbird.
It's an annoying bird and it's
Annoying. Kobo.
yeah. It's like the bad side of Trinidad when you're going up for speed.
Lavanda.
No.
Eastport Aspen? No.
No, when you're going up.
With
What's up?
Sorry.
Bitam.
Yes.
All right.
It's like
Come on.
it's like oh, that's real when they have real trouble or drama.
Bacchanal commerce.
Yes. Yeah.
You see?
And say you finish doing something and you're tired now and you're
Take a rest, take a 5.
no, you're kinda it's 2 words. And you're like you're done.
Fed up.
You're tired.
Oh, time.
Okay.
How much
All
are
right.
we getting?
not
All
fed
right.
up.
How much is that? 3?
It was conquered.
All right, go on. All we had to do is get they're on 4. So all we had to get is get more than one, and we
one and
chilling.
we win.
And
Yeah.
chip, really.
Yeah. Chip
Yeah.
was a good one.
Oh, you don't know what it's commerce, boss?
She don't know what commerce was. I was
don't
like,
know.
what?
Okay,
You have
let me put the
aunties?
timer, dog. 1 minute?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Old-fashioned way to use the bathroom.
What?
Yeah, like a old.
A latrine?
Yes. When you're trying to take a rest.
You cannot
What?
say
Oh,
that.
damn.
You cannot
Mess
say
up
that.
one. That was take a 5. All right.
Oh, you
All
said
right.
the whole thing.
Another way to say you're laughing. Yeah.
You're
You're,
kicking.
you're looking like you're laughing.
You're skinning your teeth.
Yeah,
Skinning
the
your
skin teeth.
Okay.
All right. Something you buy at a parlor that children does usually buy as a treat,
Candy? I
a
don't-
cold treat.
Ice cream?
Mm-mm.
Lolly.
Trini. Think Trini. Something.
Flavor, right?
I don't know. It's something.
Milky. Lolly.
Close. Something like that.
Icy? You just call that.
No. Something else. It's not milky.
Pass. Go back.
Alright.
Come back to that one.
Time done.
Okay.
What was that one?
Penacul.
Oh, you just buy that at a pallet. Just buy that by the pack up. It's in my freezer. But we still win though.
Yeah, we still win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
we
job.
take
We
a
get the
W.
2,
Good
yeah,
job.
The other
5.
one was TV6.
Oh
I
lord.
don't know if you. I don't know how I was gonna approach that one.
What's the words?
Not
On TV6.
Yeah.
not CNC tree.
News, Shelly
oh,
Das,
shit.
Not-
CNC,
Oh.
CCN, and Crime Watch.
I was fully gonna say the opposite of CNC tree.
Not CNC tree.
Say Ian Allen.
Ian
station.
Allen.
I would have fully say the opposite of CNC tree.
Yeah, that was really fun. I like that. We should
Yeah,
play
this
this
is
some other time.
We should play this more in meetings or something.
Yeah, this one is fun.
Bring this to GBM.
GBM.
For real. But I mean, not everybody would be Trini.
Yeah.
But
I mean, some of these words, I feel like it's not only just Trini.
Like,
they go
I mean,
learn.
like this one is all fours. If I'm no way and non-Trini will know what all fours
That's
is.
true.
I mean, they go learn as parts of the
Yeah,
that's
within
part
our
of
learning the
community. We
culture.
spread in the culture.
Mhm.
It's part of the lingo.
If
for
you
sure.
don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Those sumaras, that might be trademarked.
I don't
I don't know if that's
I
trademarked.
don't know if I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
We see what you know. Dog, I really like that thing. So funny.
What you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching, but sometimes I just feel like shame does hit me.
Well,
Cause
and I'm drunk. It's not like, you know.
No, I just feel shame if I don't know the answer.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching that to boost my ego sometimes. 'Cause I know better.
Nah, I can't say nothing because I could get in front of a camera and then just immediately get stripped. I mean, it happened
Same.
already.
You too?
Oh,
You too?
can't talk.
Nah, it actually happened to me already. I guess I would believe after. You know that guy that's been in front of UCF doing like the little.
The
Oh,
Brady
Brady
Tutor.
Tutor?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
He
you
know
get
me good because I make him good money because what I've used that video get because I didn't know the flag of Mexico because I get stupid in front of a camera.
The only reason I know is FIFA. I just play FIFA and they just have all the flags. So like, I feel like all the guys have an advantage because you
No,
know
but
the
that's the thing though.
nationalities and the
What I
flags.
know is just that
You
I get
You get
stupid.
Yeah.
I literally get up stupid.
Yeah.
Get up stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I was get up
sure.
stupid too. A little lacking in the is that a book sense or common sense? I can't pick.
It depends on the time of day.
Mhm.
Anybody have any cool Lyman stories or just stories in Trinidad you want
mean,
to share?
I could tell you about it. Last
Oh.
time I get drunk.
Last time
what,
we get drunk.
You didn't see
I-
them
You drink
videos?
alcohol?
I remember that.
It was only one time. Like, oh,
Are we
no,
talking
I
about
lied.
Christmas Eve?
Twice I get drunk.
Are we talking
to
about
make good
Christmas Eve?
stories. No, I was talking about the first time I went back home. But Christmas Eve was real funny too. I drunk all Hayley.
I sit down. It is Christmas Eve. I am around the dining table with my mother and my grandmother, and I see Tiffany calling me. I say, "Oh, let's see what this girl up to." Answer the phone. Hayley, girl, how you going? I'm missing you. You need to come up by my side to Lime. I love you, you know. I'm so happy we're friends, you know. I love you. And my mother sat down next to me. She not on speaker, but she hearing Tiffany.
Lord.
And she's like, Tiffany, okay? I said, Tiffany, ever okay? Because
Tiffany ever okay?
Tiffany is never okay, guys.
Tiffany is never okay.
Tiffany never
No,
okay,
because
bro.
then after we hung out, she was like, okay, I'm going to go now. But I love you. Eh? I was like, I love you too, boss.
Yeah, she's,
Merry-
I
Merry-
love her. I love you, drunk.
Merry Christmas. And then I was followed by a bunch of messages in all caps,
Oh.
several spelling errors. She tell me, well, I know people that's text. My girl tell me she go text me tomorrow.
Text her tomorrow.
TECT. Text me
Listen.
tomorrow.
Anybody, I'm talking to the camera and I say this. Anybody come and meet me in public, I am not okay. Do not run. I am a nice person, but I am not okay.
What that's supposed to mean? I don't.
I'm a nice person. I'm just not okay.
I mean, you're not okay.
I mean, I would probably start talking some random shit. Okay, you know what? You can explain why I'm not okay.
She
I
not
could.
Okay,
Okay, nobody can explain.
like saying
I
that
could,
is
like-
not okay. Like
According to Brittany, it's just a Tiffany core thing.
Oh, yes.
It's
Tiffany
just a
Core is a
Tiffany
real
core.
thing.
Tiffany
core.
core is a
Tiffany
thing,
core, yes.
apparently. I didn't even know Tiffany core was a thing until my sister brought it up to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what it means, even though I am said
You have to
Tiffany.
find it.
You know, as Tiffany Core going through a mental breakdown, and the only thing that could solve it is singing the Wicked soundtrack.
That
is Tiffany
No,
Core.
no, no,
Singing.
No,
That is
no, no,
Tiffany
no, no.
Core, right
The
there.
only thing that could solve me in a mental breakdown is singing Why Don't We?
Why don't we?
Mm-hmm. My boys.
All right.
Tell
the
that
Wicked soundtrack is you.
me?
Yeah.
No, boss. No. After November, all you were singing was popular.
Okay, but that was your fault.
Yes, it was my fault. I'm not denying that. I dragged you to see the movie.
Hmm.
But you was as invested as I was afterwards, calling me to sing What Is This Feeling every other night.
Getting outed on this
But
podcast, boy.
But not when I'm in a mental situation. Mental situation requires deep help. That's just when I'm stressed out.
Okay.
Tiffany
I
core
get
is a
that.
lot of different things. Tiffany core is not refusing to get out of a vehicle when drunk without holding the bottle of Y2.
Alright, oh.
That is Tiffany core.
Nah, I feel like when I not feeling good and things, sometimes I'll call my Trini friends and like they just help me like I don't know, it's just something about it. It has just helped me like talk out what I'm feeling and stuff, and I just end up feeling better.
That's for the
after.
mental health episode.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nah,
Yeah.
so I just end up in her apartment, or she does end up in my room, and we just trauma dump and sing karaoke. That is,
Trauma dump, cry, and sing karaoke, and then feel better.
yeah.
Is our vibe.
And then probably
Yeah.
watch Cobra Kai.
Oh my gosh, you still didn't finish Cobra Kai.
I haven't. I have like 8 episodes left.
Yeah, to finish Cobra
We
Kai.
just do to cope,
To
Ashriya.
cope, I really just cry to sit in my room and cry whole day.
Because therapy is not that thing in Trini culture.
That does, shout
Hey,
out, that
hey.
does not exist in Trini
Hey.
culture.
Therapy is not that thing. You
Told
don't bring
my
that
mother
up.
I
You
need therapy.
depressed?
She said that
You
I-
want something to be depressed about?
you want
You want to pay somebody to tell you you're mad when I could tell you right here?
You depressed? What bills you had to pay?
Ashriya, I can't relate. She
Hey,
didn't get beat
don't-
and thing.
I went to therapy and thing all day.
Anyways,
so
strict parents is create sneaky children. That's all I
Yeah,
say. And
that's true.
that's very
Luckily,
true.
my parents
Obviously,
wasn't that strict. Well, it was strict in the beginning, and then they started to be like, do what you want. You know how much days of school I skip because my father tell me I'm old enough to make my own decisions. So I go wake up one morning and I'll be like, well, I don't feel like going to school today.
Wow.
Write my letter. He'll be like, all right.
I had the
Nah,
opposite
boy.
problem. My mother used to beg me to stay home from school. Days when when it had like real bad rain and people but it had tropical storm and all kind of thing. No, I have class. I had to go. When I reached, it had 3 people in my form. I called at lunchtime. Mom, you could pick me up. Gil, yeah, see, it's best I just leave you at tail in school. And you want to go?
This is until she met me. I'm a very bad influence.
Yes,
I
she
must say.
is. I have not gone to one of my classes since the 2nd week of school.
Whoa.
And I blame who for
I
encouraging
remember
such
What?
we
behavior.
Not
took
going to
we took a
class.
class together. It was a really funny story, actually. We took a class together. We did not go to the class for the majority. We probably went to that class 4 times max.
Nah, we wasn't so bad.
Okay,
we went
I
about
went-
40% of the time.
Okay, I went 4 times max. She went more than me.
I went about
um,
10. Nice.
But like 4 times we went, right? And one of the times we pull up, the teacher was like, all right, just because all others show up and other people don't show up, I'll give you extra credit.
Oh.
So
We
Hey.
get extra credit
yeah.
for not showing up.
Right there
No,
to
but
show up.
the story worse than that. It was just a random Wednesday and we show up. She want everybody to get into groups of like 4 or 5 people and write our names on a paper so she could actually record everybody that day. So now everybody's thinking, well, right, my name down on the list. I getting up and I leaving halfway through class because she want to go and do a physical activity now. Well, after the activity, she tell everybody to sit back down in the groups and write their name again. Whoever name not showing up twice not getting the credit. So anybody who dip out early, too bad.
The second thing is that same class. One of the 4 times I went just so I could sit down with her and buy Tate McRae tickets.
Yeah, we sit down in the class,
sit down waiting for
refreshing
pre-sale.
Ticketmaster whole time. Yeah. And then, well, we didn't get the tickets because it was like $300.
I mean, we get it eventually.
We get it
though.
eventually.
Eventually we did. But like, this is a college experience.
Nah, I don't cut class and thing. I don't know what they're talking about.
How much classes you have?
Right now, just.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. The college
Right now, just
experience
one.
for me is
Yeah.
going out with my friend Maria and her scooter die and I pull she on the back of mine.
Wow.
That's the college experience. Picking up Hayley on one scooter and going around campus.
Going from our apartment to Plaza and
To
then reaching
Waterford.
Waterford.
Waterford
And coming
Lakes is
back.
Crazy on a
On
scooter.
scooter?
Yeah.
On a-
Yes.
Two
What we
of
went
us on
for?
one scooter.
Two from
Oh,
We
that
went-
was for Halloween.
Yeah, we went
organizing
just
our
to get
costumes.
something for we costume.
You scooter to Waterford?
I
went
scooter
Party
to Waterford
City,
all
we
the
went
time, but that
Waterford.
particular time I scooter was she on the back of me.
Yeah, because I didn't have one yet. So
Yeah.
Maria on her bike and 2 of us following on one scooter.
It's a skill that I'm very proud to say I have.
Me too.
Speaking of
You can't
transport,
carry me though.
I didn't try.
We should try. Actually,
No,
no, I'm very
no.
scared of you.
What do you mean me? You just drive more reckless than me.
Yeah, but
On the scooter?
What? You know how much time this girl nearly get bounced down?
listen,
Bongs long.
I want
You want what?
a
I don't think we could. I don't think we should put that in.
Cut
that out,
Keep
cut
that
that out.
in.
No, I cannot put that in.
Keep that in. Keep
But
that in.
if I look,
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Oh
cut
my
that out.
goodness. Keep that in.
cut that out. Anyways,
I edit in this, so we keep it nice.
No, because I already warned Tiffany how you told me if we ever hear somebody revving coming down the road blasting soca in the car, we hear 3 horn. Is Ajay speeding behind me? laughing at me from the car because
Listen,
we going down Alafay and
We
we
cannot
scooter.
talk about we scooter around Ajay. Ajay to just start laughing.
Oh,
We didn't even have to say
don't
anything.
bring up scooter when I have the bus.
Yeah, man, the amount of fun I was making this girl for the bus, eh?
But we just had to take the bus too.
No, nothing wrong with it. I respect the bus and thing, eh? But like at time we was going to Lime, right? And she was like, "Oh well, how I reaching?" And because she was like, what she gonna do? Catch bus? I say, catch bus. You go and catch bus to reach where we go on Lime. She say, "Oh well, that's all I have, whatever." So all the time now, I just call she catch bus. Catch bus. That's she nickname. And you see all there. The day I see all there on Alafia,
Oh, Lord.
and I going down there. Well, boy, I might videotape all that.
We
Well,
get already.
we
That
get-
happened
we get-
already.
we
don't
get-
worry.
Oh, okay.
Well, Olia, speaking of catch bus, I have a story for you.
I have a story after.
No,
Oh, Lord.
no. Okay, so recently, Tiffany's sister came to
I'm
visit.
scared.
Oil and
So-
water.
Oil and
DJ
water.
Oil and Water,
DJ
yes.
Oil and
DJ
Water.
Oil and Water, right. So,
I find we are talking about she in this podcast. we had to bring she in.
on.
Yeah.
We gotta bring she in. Yes. So, we all decided to go to the outlets.
Outlet Mall.
Yes, the outlet mall.
Oh, yeah? I go on with that one.
No.
We go into the outlet mall, right? So it was calm, we take our Uber, we go on Raising Cane's, get some food, and then we went over, right? We shop around, we get a little thing and whatever. Them studying, they want to go Burlington, right? So Tiffany say, well, Burlington is less than a mile away. We not paying for Uber to go to Burlington.
You walk in.
No. We catching bus.
Catching bus.
We catching bus.
Listen.
Except
Page out a she-book.
Except your girl drag too. We didn't really want to go on the bus, but when I watch the price of the Uber, I say, you know what, I go take the bus. It's all right. Well,
like
as
that.
UCF students, we get the bus for free, so
Yeah.
we might as well. I'm not paying $30 to go less than a mile.
Yeah,
I go
yeah,
take
yeah.
the bus.
Honestly, we would have
$50.
walk if it wasn't for oil and water. She a little spoil.
No, because we stand up there for the bus. We watching. Bus was to come 5:53. Okay, 5:54, 5:55, 6 o'clock, 6:05. We are seeing no bus.
Okay.
So I studying. Well, sun setting. I want to go home.
Bus route closed, Gail.
The bus, Google said the bus coming. So we stand up waiting for the bus. It had no bus. So we stand up. I was like, all right, Olia, that's it. We done for the day. We going home. So we pull up Uber. We pull up Lyft. We watching price. To reach from them outlets to come back UCF side. $60 for Uber.
Yeah.
We say, huh? Nah.
Started walking.
We start to walk in the direction that we had to go.
Madness.
Thinking that prices would go down. And to be fair,
What?
I did?
we walked from one traffic light to the other and the price dropped $10.
Wait, I would like to say this is a shout out to Maria. Maria helped me experience college on a different level. And I, being the nice friend I am, tried to help you have some college experiences. Though we hating, dog. I take the bus to the airport the other day. Is a kind of,
No, but after you had me walking around the place for about 3 hours, when I had nothing to do there, I literally come to Lime. I want to go home.
That's part of the experience.
All they could have called
Hey,
me, and I
the
would have give all
first
they a
time-
short drop. All they just give me $30 and set.
We give you enough totalers to pay off the next 2 ride, okay?
Alright, yeah,
The
that's
first
true,
time
that's true.
we
And
pay
them
you
was
in
spicy
Trini
tortillas.
snacks. Yes.
The first time I went out with Maria, we went out downtown. Take a Uber downtown and we started hopping bus from one place to the next. And that was my first experience on the bus and it was chill. So I was like, I going on do this more often. Yeah, take the Uber downtown and then take the bus from one place to the next. Don't mind, it take a little longer at free. So I
Except
was
it wasn't chill though. Because we leave that traffic light where the Uber was now like $50-something. And we walk back into the mall because it's the direction we go in. We walk in, we see price going up and up and up. And we studying, well, we should just get the Uber now. Right? Your girl drag Oil and Water and me around the entire car park of the outlets. Only for the price to go down $4 more.
Oh my god.
It has $4 in your
$4,
pocket.
exactly.
Hey, money in the bank, eh?
Exactly.
Thank you.
$4.
At that point, I said, you know what?
How much doubles I could buy?
Up here?
One.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Yeah, hey, doubles.
One? I
That's
thought doubles.
$3.
Treat. What would he jail?
3 US.
$3 US.
Yeah.
But that's
I
highway
reckon.
robbery, $3 US
Yeah.
up here. That could give you
Yeah.
about
Time,
$3, $3 back home.
At time I went to Universal and they had like a Trinidad like set up.
Universal.
Oh,
in
yeah, for Mardi
Universal.
Gras.
For Mardi Gras, right? And they had
yeah.
a Trinidad.
I think them
thing.
spelled Pelori with that F because it was pronounced like Pelori. I nearly did when I see that.
I don't know, but I went and I was like, all right, well, I have to buy this, right? Because I'm Trini, you know. I had to support the Trinis, right? When I watch the price now, guess how much for a Pelori? For
10.
For Pelori? Nah,
$5?
not $10.
25.
It was $6.
Huh?
For two Pelori.
Two?
Two Pelori, but the Pelori big like the Pelori is maybe like this size. Two Pelori and a sauce. And it's tasting good.
The Pelori the size of a Sahina.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pelori has size of
Good Lord.
I don't know what that was. That hurt me dramatically. And I think it had some famous lady who came and tried it and they were talking about it, saying how they could have this as a representation of Trinidad.
It
And
wasn't Wendy Rahman.
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
Dog, I think we need to have a Trinis in the Wild part too, because I feel like we ain't even touched
We have
secondary
scratched
school
the
yet.
surface. We
Yeah,
ain't doing
yeah.
it. Oh yeah, it's been an hour and a half. We have scratched the surface of the
Yeah.
Trini experience yet.
yeah.
We've talked a
could do
little
part
bit.
two.
Yeah, I think we need to do
I
our
don't
part
part
two.
two.
Make it a series.
Make it a series.
I
Trinis in
find
the
so.
wild, Yeah. Yeah.
And especially with Ajay, yeah, different
wow.
story every week, and that
Every week.
alone could take up a good hour.
Yeah. Story was made last night.
Oh, my
God.
Yeah. Last night.
You see, this is why I need to have this as a I don't know,
As usual.
a usual.
Now we could come back. What do you mean?
Viewers tell us they want us
Yeah,
more.
if you want us back,
You
Tell
want
us what
us
you want
back,
us
you
to
want
talk
more?
about.
let us know in the comments.
Oh yeah, let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about in Chili's Gone Wild. If they want our part two,
Yeah.
ask me questions too, we go answer it.
Mm-hmm.
I find so.
Yeah, because I have so much more stories I could tell
Same.
about Trinidad and everything.
You have enough stories for the next 50 episodes. That would be real.
Yeah, actually. You have enough for we don't even have to be here.
That's why I say he could run the podcast by himself and we just hear like a laugh track, you know.
Well, I mean, we go come and listen.
Yeah, listen. I show all of y'all our stories too.
Not as much
Not
as you,
like
Pana.
Not like
Not
that.
like
Not
Not like
as
that.
much
Not
as
like
you.
that.
No, it was.
Not like you.
I want to say I live life.
True.
Yeah.
You live life enough for the Trawi.
I have a couple stories, but nothing as
Nothing
eventful.
crazy.
No,
No.
and it's not like I just go out of my way to make these stories happen.
We know
Somehow-
that's
know.
making
You
it
know what?
better.
Makes it better.
Somehow it just happened. I can't explain it. I mean, I'm grateful. I'd rather my life be exciting
Honestly,
than boring.
I'd much
you know?
rather have so much different, like exciting stories instead of just one very long dramatic one, which I do have.
Mhm.
We're not addressing that.
No, we're
but
not.
That
Not
one,
this episode, at least.
that one very eventful story that happened over the span of 5-6 years.
Oh my god.
I think
That could take you 2 episodes to explain.
I think that would take enough for your stories, you know, your
Yeah,
multiple
okay,
stories.
alright.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear too.
But I'm not
Yeah.
interested to tell that.
Right.
So, what's the next episode?
Next episode is Straight Outta Georgetown.
Straight out of
Straight Outta
Georgetown.
Georgetown.
Where
We're
all the
making
Guyanese
moves.
members taking over the podcast for the
Yeah.
day.
We're making moves. We're moving from Trinidad to Guyana.
Yeah.
We're taking a Caribbean Airlines flight down to Georgetown.
Yeah.
So, come back, hop on your plane if you want to say, you want to learn more about Guyana and find out what
Yeah.
going on there, and how it's different from here.
Yeah.
That we see
Yeah.
if their story is better than we own.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be better.
wouldn't
But like, I feel like I still didn't hit all of these stories I
That's
have.
true.
For episode 2, if we,
Part 2.
if you
Part
all want
two.
to
Let me
see
know.
it, let us know in the comments.
We might do it
We might do it anyway. Yeah.
We might do it anyway.
Still, we don't know. We still want to know your opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody, I also wanted to mention this, if anybody wants to come on the podcast, if you all have interesting stories to tell to, just reach out to any of us and we will be happy to have
Bring
you all
you.
on.
Or if you have anything you want us to address or talk about, let we know too. It don't necessarily have to be Trinidad. Could be about Guyana. We have Guyanese here ready to talk to you too. Could be something completely unrelated. I just want advice. It's just a way to talk. We could talk.
All right, guys, shout out to our sponsor, Sings, for sponsoring this episode.
Make sure you follow us on all our socials.
Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.